What if your fear of receiving more wasn't even yours? What if the beliefs keeping you small were inherited and could be cleared today? In this episode, we'll release hidden money blocks using EFT tapping to clear scarcity and open your path to abundance. Welcome to the Do Let Johanna podcast, where we reclaim our voice, our space, and our power, and learn to show up for ourselves with the same love and care we've always given to others. Think of this podcast as your little life doula, holding space, cheering you on, and offering tools for your next chapter. In last week's episode, we uncovered hidden abundance blockers, old stories like money doesn't grow on trees or people like us don't get rich. Today, I'll share some of my own blocks and guide you in clearing yours using one of my favorite tools, EFT tapping. Growing up, I absorbed the belief that good people don't get rich. In my family, teachers, nurses, and social workers who struggled financially were seen as noble for sacrificing their comfort to help others. At the same time, wealth was associated with exploitation and evil. CEOs profiting from child labor, fast fashion, and unsustainable industries. So I learned if you have more, someone else must have less. If you have more, you must be an asshole. Wealth felt like something taken, not created. Even as an adult, even understanding ethical entrepreneurship exists, those childhood stories stayed lodged in my nervous system. I also carried the belief you should just be content. Having healthy children, safety, and basic comforts made wanting more feel selfish. But as we've discussed in episode 1 of the series, gratitude and self-sabotage are not the same. You're allowed to want more without guilt. So what can we do about these hidden blocks? Of course, therapy is always a good idea. I'll always advocate for deep support. But today, I want to give you a simple tool you can use right now. No therapist required, no expensive program needed. It's called EFT tapping. And in just a few minutes, it can help you shift old beliefs at the level of your body, not just your mind. EFT stands for Emotional Freedom Technique. Think of it as a gentle yet powerful blend of acupressure and modern psychology. At its core, EFT involves tapping with your fingertips on specific points of your body, points that correspond to meridian channels known from traditional Chinese medicine. These channels are believed to carry your body's energy, your qi. By physically stimulating these acupoints, you help to clear energetic blockages, similar to acupuncture but without needles. But EFT isn't just based on ancient wisdom. Research shows it directly affects your nervous system. When you tap on these points while focusing on a limiting belief, painful memories, or negative emotions, you're essentially sending calming signals to your amygdala, the part of your brain responsible for triggering your stress response. This is why tapping can feel like telling your body, you're safe. You can let this fear go. The biological effects are measurable. EFT has been shown to lower cortisol levels, the stress hormone. It helps regulate your heart rate variability, which indicates a balanced nervous system. And studies suggest it can calm the fight or flight response faster than traditional talk therapy alone. It's even used in trauma recovery programs, for example, in veterans with PTSD. What makes tapping so empowering is its simplicity. Unlike most therapies, you don't need a professional present. Once you learn the points and method, you can practice anytime, anywhere, whether in your kitchen, your car, or quietly during a stressful moment. So whether you believe in energy medicine or pure neuroscience, tapping speaks to both. It works because it calms your body while shifting the stories you carry inside. That's what I love about it. You don't have to believe in it for it to work. Your body responds to safety cues, whether your conscious mind is on board yet or not. I will give you a quick rundown of the tapping points we'll use. If you can, watch the video version of this podcast on YouTube or Spotify, but I will do my best to explain it well. We'll use 2 or 3 fingers to gently tap each spot around 7 to 10 times before moving on to the next one. The first one is the karate chop point, the side of your hand. Then there's the eyebrow point, where your eyebrow begins. Side of the eye. Under the eye. Under the nose. The chin point. The collarbone point. And the under the arm point, about 4 inches underneath your armpit. And the last one is top of the head. You always start by repeating your initial pain or limiting belief 3 times by tapping the karate chop point. Then we will start clearing the pain by going along the chop points on our face and torso. The first 3 rounds we will dive deep into the pain. Then we slowly start shifting our focus and we end on an optimistic note. What I truly appreciate about this method is that it does not require you to just be more positive. It lets you really go into the hard parts. So before we begin tapping, we think of one limiting belief that we want to release. Take a moment to tune into how much this issue is bothering you. On a scale from 0 to 10, where 0 means no discomfort at all and 10 means overwhelming pain, what number would you give it? Keep that number in your mind. It will help you notice the change by the end of our session. Don't worry about being perfect. Just follow along for now. Ready? So let's tap together. I am choosing a personal belief of mine that is deeply bothering me. The feeling of being a failure for not being financially successful at 41. So I start by repeating the initial pain by pointing the karate chop point. And I repeat this negative belief 3 times. So let's begin with the karate chop point. Even though I'm nowhere near where I want to be financially, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I feel like a failure when I think about money, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I'm scared I'll never have enough, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Okay, now we start with the clearing rounds. And the first time I will name each point that I chop. But after that, I will just move on after every pause so you can follow along with me. Eyebrow. I'm a loser when it comes to money. Side of the eye. I wasted my 20s. Under the eye. I should be so much further along at 41. Under nose. I messed this up. Chin. I let myself fall behind. Collarbone. I failed myself financially. Underarm. I feel ashamed of where I am. Top of the head. I feel stuck and hopeless. I didn't make the choices I should have made. I kept playing small. I stayed in fear for too long. I missed too many chances. I could have done better. I feel like I sabotaged myself. I was so clueless, and it hurts to admit that. I am so mad at myself. I failed myself and my children. I am not sure I can ever get out of the feeling of scarcity. I lack the skills to be successful. I made so many mistakes when it comes to money. I messed up my future. I feel so much shame around my ignorance. I wish I got educated sooner. I am learning now. I have faced many challenges. I kept going even when it was hard. I am disciplined in my own way. I have learned from my struggles. I give myself credit for showing up. I am doing my best. I honor the work I've already done. I am more disciplined now than I used to be. I'm making better choices every day. I choose responsibility over self-blame. I am building a solid foundation now. I trust my ability to improve. I respect the woman I'm becoming. I take steps forward. I am committed to my own growth. I am learning to make space for more. I'm clearing my mind to focus on abundance. I trust in my ability to change. I'm starting to see my strengths. I acknowledge my progress. I honor both my struggles and my growth. I am building a life that supports me. I'm making peace with my past self. I am making room for abundance. I'm decluttering my home and my mind. I'm tapping into my creative power. I'm embracing my strengths. I am stepping out into the world. I welcome new energy and new opportunities. I trust my own potential. I choose to step forward with courage. I give thanks for the riches I already have in my life. I celebrate everything I've already built. I welcome more without guilt or fear. I'm safe to receive and expand. Abundance is a natural part of my life. I'm growing stronger and freer every day. I deserve to live fully. I allow abundance to flow to me. I create space, energy, and wealth through my choices. I trust myself to handle more abundance. I honor my worth and my wisdom. I move forward with gratitude and purpose. I embody abundance now. I radiate strength, confidence, and ease. I am my own source of power. I am stepping fully into my abundant life. Let's take a slow breath. Notice how you feel. Check your discomfort level again. Has the number shifted? Maybe dramatically or maybe subtly. Both are progress. Remember, EFT is a practice. The more you tap, the easier it gets to release old patterns. Sometimes the shift is immediate and dramatic. Sometimes it's subtle and gentle, and both are perfectly okay. What stories are holding you back? What messages about money, success, or abundance did you inherit? I invite you to write them down and then use tapping to gently clear them one by one. You are allowed to want more. You are allowed to receive more without guilt and without shame. Next week, we're building on this work. Now that we've cleared the old blocks, we'll focus on habits to attract abundance daily. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. And if today's session helped you, share this episode with a friend or post about it on Instagram and tag me at Dule Johanna. I love hearing how you are rewriting your story. Until next week, take care and remember to be your own life doula.